guys, welcome back to our channel. I am going to make some whole wheat pasta today. My daughter was asking for pasta the other day, and while I could run to the store and pasta is fairly cheap, organic pasta is not so cheap. So I'm going to make it from scratch and I'll show you guys how I do that. To start out with, we want 2.5 cups of flour, and this is whole wheat, soft white wheat that I milled in my grain mill. So there's about 2.5 cups. And then I'm going to add 2 eggs. And then a teaspoon of salt. And then I'll also add 2 tablespoons of water, to which I've already put 2 teaspoons of oil, just olive oil, into the water. And then I'll just mix the water and oil and eggs together around the sides at first until they're kind of combined. And then I'll go ahead and mix in the flour. Whole wheat does tend to dry out just a little bit more. So I'm just going to work a little more water into it so we have a nice smooth dough. And with pasta, you really do want to have a heavy hand so it comes out nice and smooth. So this is formed into a ball. And now I'm just going to work it on the countertop until there's no stickiness left. I don't want to add too much flour to it because I do want it to absorb all the flour that I've already put in it. And you want to knead this as firmly as you can for about 5 to 10 minutes. So this is looking really nice. I'm going to go ahead and set it in my bowl and then cover it and let it rest for about an hour. Our pasta dough has sat for a little over an hour now, so I'm just going to take it out and work it a little bit more. And the reason that you work it so much is you want it to hold together and not split apart when you run it through the pasta machine. You can roll this out and cut it by hand, but it is a lot more difficult to get it rolled out when you don't have the machine. It is possible, it just takes a while. So next I'm just going to cut this into quarters, and then we'll work with 1 quarter at a time. And I'll keep the rest of them covered so they don't dry out. So for my pasta, what I want to do is just flatten it out as much as I can. And then I'll run it through the thickest setting on my machine. And then once it's through once, I'll go ahead and change the setting to a little bit thinner and run it through again. Then I'll lay my pasta over the cookie rack as soon as it's cut. And I'm actually going to shorten this to make it a little easier. I'll cut it in half. And you can see there we've got our pasta, and now it just needs to dry. You could cook it right away if you'd like. It also helps if you don't want it to stick together to toss it in a little rice flour, or just separate each strand so that they're not touching. I've got my pasta drying and we will use it this week. Once it's dry, I'll put it in a Ziploc bag. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will catch you on the next video.